Ancient Egyptian mythology is full of cosmic battles, deep love, and divine relationships that explain everything from the cycle of the sun to the essence of humanity itself. But did you know that the sun god Ra and the goddess of love, Hathor, share a connection that shaped the ancient Egyptian worldview in profound ways? Their story is one of power, creation, compassion, and even redemption. Join us as we explore the fascinating bond between Ra and Hathor, a relationship that embodies light and love, setting the stage for one of the most compelling sagas in Egyptian mythology. By the end, you'll see how this divine connection influenced Egyptian culture and thought. In ancient Egyptian mythology, Ra is more than just a deity, he is the creator, a god who embodies light, life, and the sun itself. Known as the father of the gods, Ra's significance goes beyond his role as a celestial being. Ra's daily journey across the sky, from dawn to dusk, represents the natural cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Egyptians saw him as a powerful, benevolent force who gave them the light and warmth needed for life to flourish. He's depicted with the head of a falcon crowned with a solar disk, illustrating his dominion over the skies and his importance as the life-giver in Egyptian belief. Ra's importance is reinforced by his role in the mythological order of the world. He stands as a protector against chaos, often symbolized by the serpent Apep, a monstrous being representing darkness and disorder. Every night, Ra battles Apep during his journey through the underworld to ensure that dawn arrives each morning, reinforcing stability in the cosmos. To the Egyptians, Ra's daily battle was a reassurance that the natural order would continue, that their world was protected by a god who would stop at nothing to preserve life and order. However, even a god as mighty as Ra was not complete on his own. Enter Hathor, the goddess of love, music, joy, and fertility, whose influence brought balance to Ra's omnipotent power. Hathor is one of the most beloved goddesses in Egyptian mythology, embodying warmth, compassion, and creativity. She is often depicted as a cow, a woman with a sun disk and cow's horns, or sometimes simply as a woman with symbols of beauty and fertility. Her name means House of Horus, and she was seen as a protector of women and children, a patron of music and dance, and a source of joy and celebration. In many accounts, Hathor is described as the daughter of Ra, created from his essence to bring love and joy to the world. In other myths, she is seen as his consort or even his mother. This fluid relationship highlights the timeless and cyclical nature of Egyptian mythology, where roles often overlap and blend to symbolize a concept rather than a strict genealogy. Ra and Hathor's connection represents the harmony of masculine and feminine forces, showing how even the sun, with all its power, needs the balance of love and joy to create a thriving world. Their relationship, however, goes beyond affection or partnership. Hathor's protective role in Ra's life is one of the most striking aspects of their bond. In one of the most famous stories involving Ra and Hathor, we see a different side of the goddess as she transforms into a fierce protector of Ra, willing to fight to maintain the divine order he upholds. This story begins when Ra, disappointed by humanity's behavior, decides they must be punished for their disobedience. To enact his justice, Ra summons Hathor, but not as the gentle, loving goddess she is known to be. Instead, he calls upon her wrathful side, the warrior goddess Sekhmet, a lioness-headed deity of war and vengeance. Sekhmet embodies the rage and power needed to bring swift punishment, and Hathor, as Sekhmet, descends upon humanity, unleashing her wrath with ferocity. Her strength and fearlessness are such that her rampage nearly wipes out the entire human race. Sekhmet's fierce power reminds Egyptians that love is not always soft, it can also be a force that protects and defends. As Hathor wreaks havoc, Ra quickly realizes the unintended consequences of releasing such power. He fears that if Sekhmet continues her path of destruction, humanity will be lost forever. Ra devises a clever plan to stop her. He orders his followers to brew a vast quantity of beer and mix it with red ochre, giving it the appearance of blood. This blood-colored beer is then spread across the fields where Sekhmet is expected to pass. When Sekhmet comes across what she perceives as a river of blood, her bloodlust drives her to drink deeply. Soon she becomes intoxicated and falls into a deep sleep, her rage finally subdued. When she awakes, her destructive urge is gone, and she returns to her original form as Hathor, the benevolent goddess of love and joy. This story underscores the dual nature of Hathor. She is both the nurturing mother and the fierce protector, a goddess whose love for Ra and humanity allows her to transform into a warrior when needed. The Egyptians revered Hathor not only for her kindness and gentleness, but also for her strength and willingness to protect the world from those who might harm it. Her transformation into Sekhmet served as a reminder that love can be fierce, and that sometimes compassion means knowing when to defend and discipline as much as nurture and support. The symbolism of Ra and Hathor's relationship carried deep meaning for the ancient Egyptians. affecting not only their view of the gods but also their daily lives. Hathor's role as the goddess of music, dance and joy was celebrated through festivals held in her honor, with rituals that involved singing, dancing and drinking. These festivals not only honored Hathor, but also strengthened the bond between Ra's power and Hathor's compassion, showing that joy and gratitude were integral to maintaining the god's favor. In temples dedicated to Hathor, offerings of wine, incense, and music celebrated her role in bringing light and happiness to people's lives. She was often seen as a personal protector to individuals, someone they could turn to for comfort and guidance. Her influence permeated Egyptian culture, showing people the importance of balancing strength with joy and love with discipline. Through Ra and Hathor, Egyptians found a model for life's dualities. They believed that true harmony came from uniting these opposing forces. The concept of Ma'at, or divine order, was central to Egyptian beliefs, and Ra and Hathor's relationship exemplified this principle. Ra represented the rational, structured aspect of the universe, while Hathor brought warmth, emotion, and creativity. Together, they symbolized a balanced universe, where power is tempered by love and strength is supported by compassion. For the Egyptians, this was not just a mythological story, but a reflection of how life should be lived, with both the strength to face life's challenges and the compassion to care for others. Ra and Hathor's connection ultimately teaches us a timeless lesson about the importance of love and light. Hathor's dual role as both gentle goddess and fierce warrior underscores that true love is multifaceted. It can be nurturing and warm, but it also has the power to stand firm, to protect and defend what is precious. Ra's wisdom in balancing Hathor's strength with compassion reflects the Egyptians' belief in the necessity of harmony in all things. The story of Ra and Hathor is a vivid example of how light and love are more than symbols, they're dynamic forces that shape the universe. In ancient Egyptian mythology, Ra's powerful sun energy was balanced by Hathor's fierce compassion, demonstrating that even divine power needs empathy to create harmony. This balance of sun and love deeply influenced Egyptian spirituality, shaping cultural practices and social relationships alike. Egyptians believed that a prosperous life depended on this harmony, and Ra and Hathor's relationship reflected that ideal. Their myth speaks to a culture that valued balance, showing us that the Egyptians saw compassion and power as equally necessary forces. For them, this wasn't just a story of gods, but a reminder that relationships need both strength and kindness. Ra and Hathor's bond is a window into the values of ancient Egypt and the timeless wisdom of their myths. If you enjoyed this exploration of Egyptian mythology, make sure to subscribe. We'll keep uncovering the fascinating tales of ancient worlds and the wisdom they hold. Thanks for watching, and join us next time as we journey further into the legends that shaped history.